Welcome to the Pathmonk Presents podcast. In today's show, I'm talking with Ahmed Abdullah. He's the president at mobinspire.com. Ahmed, nice to meet you.
Pleasure is mine. Good to meet you too.
Okay, talk about Mob Inspire. What do you guys do? Why do you do it?
So we at Mob Inspire believe in diversity, working in range of business niches. Our key focus is custom platform development, discovery workshops, providing digital marketing automation. In the platform development, we build a complete ecosystem that includes of the consumer, producer, analytics, digital marketing, and it itself create a new ecosystem. So that's a diverse range of AI solutions, mobile apps, backend technologies, the large data, big data, and the analytics. So in a short fall, we do everything that creates an impact.
Okay, very cool. So who would be what would your clientele look like? Is this, would you be doing stuff for big companies, small companies? Who would that influence?
Well, it varies. It varies. We work with innovative and funded startups who have already got some VC funding or angel investment. We also work with enterprises to create the enterprise mobility solutions, but our core focus is to create innovative software for the new startups that can solve a big problem using the mobile solutions. And at the large scale, we help enterprises for different solutions as well. So
Okay.
we provide different solutions in the industry leading services for the healthcare, education, GPS, traveling and tourism, supply chain and logistics, and the business services for the consumer products. This is all we do.
Okay. Wow, the diverse clientele for sure. A lot of different businesses. So how do you get your name out there? How have you been able to grow the business? Is it through digital marketing, through SEO? What avenues have you used?
Well, a referral is our 90% clients comes from the referral. So people who work with us, the clients and the founders, they refer to the other founders and the other companies. So referral is bringing 90% of our business. And then we bring clients from the organic and paid channels to ensure that we are using the leverage of the digital marketing services as well. We write a lot of blogs, doing podcasts, webinars, and going to the conferences. Because of the COVID, everything got remote. But before COVID, we were joining conferences like CES, MWC, and a lot more stuff.
Yeah. And what role does your website play in your business?
Excuse me?
What role does website play? Are people actually drawn to your website? Do you get a lot of business through your website?
Well, from referral, people refer our company and our services to different people, and they come to our website. We do digital automation. So anyone who lands on our websites, we have different websites, by the way. For each of the product and niche, we have a different websites. And then we have lead magnets plugged into those websites. So anyone who is visiting our website, we show them the retargeting ads. And from the retargeting ads, we start the marketing funnels. And from that funnel, we try to capture the lead, nurture them into the CRMs and to different marketing automation services. And we define them the scores. And so it's a big process for the digital marketing. And we use a lot of services for the lead tracking service.
Okay. And so staying on the website just for a second, what would you say is some of the strengths? You said that the content is a big thing that you guys do. What would be some more strengths of the website in your eyes?
Well, the content is the king, but the context is the queen. So,
Okay.
so we believe in simplicity, providing a very clear, unique selling point, the USP message on the website, and defining a funnel that can leverage a visitor into a lead. And on the back end, we do track all the visits, the previous scores, the previous pages they have visited, the emails they have received using different CRM tools.
Okay, I like that. I've never heard that before. Context is queen. Very good. So with the website, but obviously if you were to be critical for a second and say, okay, these are things on the website that I think we could improve, from your eyes, what would be some of those things?
Honestly speaking, I want more nice and clear website with less colors, only one color scheme, a very simple and static, more mobile friendly, that can be quickly loaded to the mobile. And we are redesigning our 2021 version of our website, and hopefully it will be launched by end of the February. And in that website, we wanted to use the progressive web application technologies. That means anyone who open our website, so website got cached into their mobile browsers, because we are not changing our websites very frequently, though we are writing blogs and producing the content for the case studies. So I want to have a seamless experience for the consumers.
Okay.
And in terms of the improvement, there are pretty things that I would like to highlight. The website speed is more critical, first of all. Then the clear message, the USP, talking about the larger case studies. That would be our main goal for the new website.
Okay. Just coming back around to your product, the service you guys offer, what would be the main competitive advantage, right? Like what would make you guys special?
That's a big thing. What makes us special? We always try to leverage our competitive advantage into the solutions that we provide. So we have to be one step ahead of our competitors, and for that, the customer accuracy is one of the key things that we do in our platform development. We try to analyze most of the clients who are coming to us, especially the startups. They already have went through another company and they screwed them up, and they are saying, oh, we have been messed up with that company and we wanted to rebuild everything, or if we can use that. And then you have to start everything from the discovery workshop again, doing the designs and understanding the user journeys, and then do the development in the right context. Mostly in the case of the startups, the development is not the major thing they need. The design is important. The design thinking, solving a critical problem with the right solution is important, instead of plugging a lot of solutions to solve one problem. That won't work. So understanding the problem in the detail and then providing the solution. And when client works with us in the discovery workshop, they understand, because we give them all the estimations that we're going to use these technologies, and we can provide you a proof of concept and MVP, or the complete platform that can scale. We always travel in our customer's shoes, so we can understand what they exactly want, who is their user base, and where they want to launch this platform. Since we are working with the global companies, including the America, Europe, Middle East, Asia. So the trends have been changed from US to Asia. In Asia, there are different trends for the payments and the consumer behavior. So we always have to do the market research for who is going to use this platform, and who will be the service provider, who will be the consumer, who is going to be the admin or supervisor. And that creates a lot of synergy when you are working with the founders who have the great names and the brands. They understand these are the right guys who understand the idea and have that skill to develop it.
Very cool. Yeah. The understanding, like you're saying, the context is queen, right? If you're trying to reach people in Pakistan, it's going to be different than in Europe, and then in America, and so on and so forth. Yeah. Makes
Exactly.
sense. Yeah. And so just thinking structurally, how is sales and marketing structured at Mob Inspire?
Well, I think there can be no business without marketing, without sales. So we have a business development division that is managing both sales and marketing. We do a lot of content creation in the marketing, and we call it the demand generation. And on the other side, we do some influencer marketing as well. So that creates good leads. And then we have the sales funnel process, a sales sequence that leverage those leads into deals and potentials.
Okay. Yeah. And so just to go a step further, right? You guys have somebody who's really interested in what you do. How does that look? Because the marketing people normally are really worried about the content, right? But the salespeople are thinking, okay, well, it's got to be economical. It has to make us money. How do you navigate that?
In terms of the content creation, we try to create the quality content instead of creating more and more blogs. We try to figure out what is going on the next or the latest news in the market about the technology. try to educate our leads, our potentials, our clients, and our investors to understand what are the latest technology trends these days. For example, the React JS and the React Native are getting very common into the app development industry, and people are moving from the native to these hybrid technologies. They are very powerful, by the way. So we always have to educate our internal people, including the sales and marketing divisions, so they can understand what's going on into the market, and they have to create the content on the trending things. On
Yeah.
the other side, the sales and marketing must have the synergy. In our company, they are always a good friend of each other. They consider themselves as one department instead of two departments. We have a very nice culture within the company for the sales and marketing.
Yeah, very cool. Totally. It's key. Obviously, you don't want the salesman fighting with other people, and yeah, working together, that synergy is really important in any company.
Yeah, and our marketing is our rockstar team within all the teams. So we have different teams in the company, and our marketing is very energetic, dynamic team.
Very
We
cool.
call it the rock stars.
Just switching gears a little bit to talk about you as a leader. What kind of content do you consume to educate yourself, to stay on the latest trends and everything in the industry?
Well, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've been into different businesses. Tech is one. Then I've been into the real estate. I have been into the investments, solar, manufacturing, FBA, and lot of other stuffs as well. So I have to keep myself educated for each industry. So the major thing that I used to learn about the technology, about the trends, about the innovation and the news, I use a lot of mentor circle. As my friends, the clients we have, the founders we have, I used to try the good connections with them and learn from others. So one of the major thing is I keep myself with the competitive people, and I always try to learn whatever I can. So this is how I educate myself.
Yeah, always growing, right? We're always, especially as leaders, and if you're leading a company, always trying to grow professionally and as a person. It's key.
And when you are in the tech, you have to keep yourself updated.
Totally.
Otherwise, you can be easily obsolete.
Yeah, yeah, well said. Okay, so we're slowly coming to the end of the interview, unfortunately. But before we end, I have some rapid fire questions where I just ask you questions and you just answer them as right off the cuff. First thing that comes to your mind.
Sure.
Yeah? Okay, you ready? All
Yeah.
right. So the first question is, what was the last book that you read?
It was You, written by one of my friend in Pakistan. It was very amazing book. And whenever you are reading, you feel like it's totally written about you. But this
Okay.
book is just, a dynamic one.
Not just a funny title. It makes sense, right? It was just you.
Yeah.
What's the
Yeah.
single thing that you're, what's that?
He actually wrote this book on himself, on his life.
Okay. Very cool. What's the single thing that your company is focused on at the moment?
What is the single thing that my company is focused on at the moment is to delivering the great consumer experience. We are trying to improve the experiences we were drafting, and trying to leverage more voice-based experience. After this Clubhouse app, I'm very impressed with their experience and their delivery. So we are trying to change the consumer experience from the textual and pictures to the voice.
Very good. If there were no boundaries in technology, if you could do anything with technology, what would be the one thing that you'd want to have fixed in your company?
Well, it's not just one thing. There are a lot of things I
Sure.
always like to have the improvements. So, for example, a couple of years back, we were deploying our internal ERP, and I was very motivated, very excited about that ERP. And after a year, I thought, oh, this is very old version. We should go for the new one. And everyone was saying, no, this is just completing all the requirements. And I said, no, we have to move to the another one. So I always try to fix the issues and move the departments into the better segments of the communication.
Okay. If you were to start your company over again, what would be the piece of advice that you give yourself?
Well, the only thing I would like to have before I start a company is to have the great mentors. When I started the company a decade ago, I was just alone and I just wanted to kick off. I just wanted to start it, you know.
Yeah.
I had big dreams and I just wanted to start up with something. So if I start the company again, I will start with the help of mentors, people who have already done that. So we can understand, we can define the right pathways that took a couple of years for me to define.
Okay, very good. It's just listening out there, get mentors, get people that could speak into your business. Very good. Well said. Well, um, Ahmed, we're reaching the end of our show. And at this point, we just give you the chance to say something. If you just want to, if anybody could remember one thing about what you guys do, we just let you have the chance to tell them once again what you guys do, what you're about, and where they should check you out.
Well, in the tech-savvy world of today, efficient utilization of the key resources is the pivot of the success. And we try to use different tools for the consumer segmentation that can group up what you exactly want to solve. So instead of reinventing the wheel, just write down, sketch out your idea clearly, and then use something that's already in the market to validate your idea and then scale it. Always, always, always try to solve a problem. Do not just reinvent the wheel that's already in the market.
All right. Yeah, so that was Ahmed Abdullah from mobinspire.com. Check them out. They're doing great things. Ahmed, thanks for your time today.
Thank you very much, gentlemen.
All right, guys. See you next time.